Tonight's top story, people in North Fargo are not happy about a couple of proposed high-density apartment buildings that may be built in their neighborhoods. They feel the apartments would have a negative impact on their property value and a few other items we will touch on tonight. Good evening and welcome to 630 Point of View. I'm Chris Berg. As always, thanks so much for joining us. Now, last Tuesday, there was a packed house at a City Planning Commission meeting because people in the Roosevelt neighborhood near 14th Street and 12th Avenue North here in Fargo are not happy about a proposed 72-unit apartment building. Another development that's causing some consternation in North Fargo is the Ponyland development. That's at 1201 32nd Avenue North. If we can bring this up, here's a Google map I want to share with you to show you more specifically where it's located in relation to NDSU campus. It's about, maybe a little bit more than a mile or so north of the center of campus. And neighbors are saying it could potentially house roughly 700 students. That is at least according to some reports. Now, I've heard numbers a little bit lower than that, but we're talking about ballparks here. Now, Roars Construction will be developing the Bison Village project. I think it's being dubbed. Here's a concept plan per Roars Construction. Also, I reached out to the founder and CEO of Roars Construction earlier today, Jim Roars. Left him a voicemail message at his office. I have not heard back from him at this point, and I'll obviously update you as soon as I do. Now, according to Roars Construction Vice President Larry Nygaard, the Ponyland development is really being driven by the success of NDSU. According to reports from NDSU, they are turning away roughly 600 students each year because they simply aren't able to house them on campus. They're hoping that some of these new apartment buildings, these new developments, obviously can help mitigate some of the housing shortages that the university is currently facing. But I want you to keep this in mind because right now, NDSU is roughly an enrollment of over 14,000 students in that ballpark. The obvious question is, because remember this, President Dean Brashani wants to take enrollment to roughly 18,000 students. What in the world is North Fargo or these communities going to do with an extra or more 4,000 students? Now, I've had a lot of you reach out to me about this situation. One of our viewers was kind enough to help us get a couple of North Fargo residents to join us tonight to really share their point of view on the developments here in North Fargo. So joining us is Pepper Eisenhart and Mr. Tom Lawrence. To both of you, thanks so much for being here. Tom, I'm going to start with you. In that quick little open, anything I'm getting wrong, inaccurate there that you want to clean up for people?
You said you heard numbers that were lower. Numbers that we're seeing are actually higher than that.
Higher than 700?
We're told it's a 350 unit, 2 bedrooms each apartment, and it's also for married students as well. So the students that are single will be 1 per bedroom, but married, you're going to have 2 in there. So we're looking 7 to probably 850.
So I think everyone, probably is going through their heads at home going, okay, maybe this is just a case of the old not in my backyard, not in my backyard. So I'd like to do tonight is have you guys share what you're hearing from your neighbors, what your personal concerns are about some of these developments. But I think most importantly, let's talk about what are some potential solutions you would have. So Pepper, from your standpoint, the biggest concerns about these developments are what specifically?
Well, it's a concentration in a small area of North Fargo, and I think long-term that isn't going to be in keeping with our nice small little community there. The extra traffic that I think this actually will make in our community, adding another 400 to 700, 800 cars a day, I mean, that's just one trip someplace. And then returning back to our location or their residence is just a lot more than that 10th Street could handle, and will depress the market value of our homes.
So, and do you have any proof for that? Because I think, it's fairly easy to say, hey, Chris, I think this is going to obviously depress our property values, but do you have any proof or research or any basis for those kind of statements?
No, I don't, Chris, but when you look at this concentration, and it's all directed, in the morning it'll go to the university, and at night it's got to come back north. And if their residence is north of us, when they are at the university, the only northbound street really out of there is coming over to 10th Street. And when they hit 10th and 19th Avenue North, there's a lot of them that are going to continue down 10th Street, and That'll impact everybody from 19th Avenue North all the way to 32nd Avenue.
So, Tom, one of the things that I would bring up to you is I talked to Fargo City Commissioner Tony Garrick, I think it was last night. We're hoping to have him on the show tonight. Just didn't work out for him. But he said, hey, you know what, Chris, I'm a free market guy. I'm not going to step in and try to not have the free market be at work here. I mean, Mr. Roars clearly, from what I understand, has got the free market ability to go and say, look, I want to develop this area. This is good for NDSU. It's good for North Fargo. Or is he going wrong?
I believe in free market as much as anybody else. I personally know Tony, work with him out at the Air Guard. And I think this is one of those areas where we might have a little disagreement on. This is an NDSU issue with their housing, the 600 plus sold that they throw out there. There's room on NDSU to build. There's already housing that they can expand. There's other things they can do.
So why aren't they doing that? And what do you mean specifically?
Oh, there are some articles seen in the past. They have plans on building more housing on NDSU. There was. I didn't pull it up, but there's a couple articles that they are looking at that. They're looking at they're acquiring other land that's closer to the campus, right off of 12th Avenue North and 16th Street, and that's going to be contentious to the Roosevelt Neighborhood Association when that comes time to all the houses are bought up and they're going to be developed, demolished and developed and possibly rezoned. If you look at a map of NDSU, there's room off to the west that they can develop. There's some gardens, there's green space, there's some little plots that they have that's on the other side of Dakota Drive. Why can't they develop some of that?
But I think, Pepper, I'm going to throw this at you, and Tom, if you want to jump into this one, I think some people would say, hey, I'm not going to spend my tax money on that. I'm in deep South Fargo. I'm never going to be up north, never going to use those things. If you're going to develop NDSU's campus more with tax dollars, just let Jim Roars do it with private funding.
And
Well, that might sound okay on the surface, but when it starts impacting a small community that is in dire need of single-family housing, and we really don't want to have any extra traffic in that area, mainly because it's going to impact our values. Do I approve? No, but I'll guarantee you one thing, it will.
But I know this isn't necessarily appropriate response. Give me 1 second here. Appropriate analogy, but I mean, I look at downtown Fargo, for example. Obviously, values in downtown Fargo have gone up as they've had more infill and more people there. Roars could maybe say, hey, you know what, Pepper, we're going to put more people in your community. It's only going to add value to your property.
In what way, I would ask him?
Well, because now you've got an increased demand. There's obviously going to be more demand in your community because there's more opportunities, right?
Well, there's no industry in North Fargo. This is just a living community. We don't have industry there. We have our churches there, we have our schools there, we've got some shopping centers for our daily needs there, but we don't have businesses up there.
Well, and I think that's part of what Mr. Roars wants to do in the Bison Village plan. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Tom, but I got 60 seconds. I want to give you the last word and go, hey, if you had a magic wand, what do you want to see come out of this so people and I can go, okay, I can maybe help out or make a difference here?
I'd like to see the land developed as it's currently zoned. There is a large swath of single-family developments there, condos, townhomes, what have you. There is a small section in there for apartments. Bring in single families, families to the area that are going to have kids, help with our schools there. McKinley is probably the lowest populated school that we have here, and we just went through a fight a while ago to keep our schools open, and they put money in there. And what I don't want to see happen is 5 years from now, they build this big development, you have 700-800 students there, and that drives away families, drives away retirees from the area, takes the sense of community out of North Fargo. And with that, they're a transient population.
But what if it attracts families? What if there's someone that
I really don't think it will, because what it's going to do is it's going to drive the student population further north. A lot of the homes that are going to get sold by people getting tired of the traffic, people are going to buy them up, and they're going to be rentals. I've seen a couple on my block turn into rentals right now. That's only going to increase that. Then what you have are a bunch of college kids that are living there that aren't bringing kids to the neighborhoods. Your churches are going to suffer, our school is going to suffer, the area's going to suffer.
So biggest thing I'm hearing from both of you so far is, hey, Chris, we just don't want to get it rezoned. It's okay the way it is. We just develop with single-family homes. Is that a fair assessment?
Yep, that's correct.
To both of you, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. If more comes of this, because I know there's going to be more planning meetings going on and whatnot, please keep us abreast. We'll love to have you back, okay?
Perfect.
Thank you very much. And again, if Mr. Roars gets back to me, we'd love to have you on, Mr. Roars, as well. to get your perspective on what's going on here, too. We'd love to know your thoughts on this. How do you feel about these developments taking place up north? Keep in mind, NDSU wants to continue to grow. You can email us or text us. We'll get to your points of view later in the show. When we come back, very special story I want to share with you about a military family here locally. Plus